This is the most important lesson that I can teach you, and is super relevant to personal performance, but also success in whatever endeavor. If you truly internalize the framework that I'm going to share with you in a minute, it will totally change your life. It will make you disciplined. It will make you motivated. It will help you do the right thing every time. You will never again self-sabotage. Big words, I know, but this truly is a fundamental truth of human nature that changed my life as soon as I learned about it. See, not that long ago, a few years ago, I was in a miserable place. I was not having the results I wanted. Nothing worked out well, right? I was working quite a lot and I was not having those results, and I was feeling miserable. I was feeling miserable because I was judging myself by the outcome, which I was not getting, but also because I was letting my mindset affect my performance. So I was in this negative spiraling feedback loop in which I could not do the work. I could not deliver on the promises that I have made for myself. How many times have you tried to do work, and then when the moment of work comes, you just get distracted? You find something else to do. You end up surfing YouTube or scrolling through TikTok, right? If you're like the average person, like I was quite often. How I got out of the rut is by understanding what I'm going to share with you right now. So first, think about the word mindset. Mindset, where your mind is set. The word implies that your mind can be set in different places. There's not a default configuration of your mind. It's just transitory in nature. It changes hour to hour, day to day, week to week, as you're probably aware. So trying to nurture a positive mindset, it is good, but oftentimes it's just not possible. Because when we are subjects to certain triggers that we do not like, we get internal reactions that we cannot control. Let's say, for instance, you're going through a divorce. No matter how productive you want to be, you're gonna be in an emotional state that will not allow you to do good work. Or let's say, for instance, that you were born in sunny California and you like surf and you like hot temperature and you just want to be in the outdoors. And then you move to the north of Norway, in which it is freezing cold all year long. What do you think that will do to your mindset? Well, most probably, until you adapt, you will be quite miserable. One of my friends went through this same ordeal. It took him 6 months to adapt. And why is that? Well, because your mind, your mindset is nothing else than a collection of thoughts, emotions, perceptions, memories, and beliefs that you have at that moment. But they are not you. This is not who you are. You are not your thoughts. You are not your beliefs and your emotions. And how do you know that to be true? Well, think about it. What would happen to you if, let's say that you are a Democrat and you suddenly start thinking like a Republican, and you have the beliefs of a Republican and you vote for the Republican Party? Would you be a different person, or would you be the same person with a different set of beliefs? You will be the same person, right? What if you suddenly develop an irrational fear for spiders? Would you be a different person? No, you would not, right? You will still be the same person, just with a new fear. That is the proof you need to understand that you are not your mind. So the moment you realize this, you can operate with what scientists call the contents of your consciousness, your thoughts, your emotions, your behaviors, your beliefs, and start seeing them from a slightly detached perspective. You can start understanding what's going on in your mind in a totally different manner, as a transitory state of your mind that should not dictate your behavior. Your mindset must have nothing to do with your behavior. Irrespective of whether you feel positive or you feel negative, you woke up with the right foot and you're feeling on top of the world, or you woke up in the wrong way and you just don't feel like doing anything. Irrespective of how you feel, you can still do the thing. And you can do the thing if you learn to separate the self and the mind, who you think you are from who you truly are. And this is the big truth. You are not your mind, and therefore you can use your mind as a tool to get what you want. And I like to think about it as a system. I am the self. I am the system operator of my mind. And if I happen to be in a good mood, if I happen to have positive thoughts, if I happen to be in sunny California and I enjoy warm temperatures and I'm feeling good, then I'm going to be doing the things that I said I was going to do. But if I woke up in the north of Norway and everything is cold, I'm freezing myself and I feel miserable because of it, I'm still going to do what I need to do because I know how to separate the self from the mind. Understand the mind or the mindset as a transitory state of the mind that should not affect my behavior. So I just go and do the thing. Every time I don't feel like doing the thing, for whatever reason, I get that emotional reaction that, dude, just don't do this. I don't want to do this. I pause. I acknowledge the emotion. Okay, now I'm feeling shitty, but I just let it go. And I start doing the thing. And since action precedes momentum, which precedes emotions, you can, in essence, tweak the contents of the consciousness to be at the top of your game every day. This is one of the secrets of elite performance. This doesn't mean, though, that you should not strive to have a positive mindset. Of course you should. This growth mindset that Carlin Dweck talks about, it is very useful. In fact, there's one specific mindset that I called mental nirvana, in which you, in essence, you have confidence in the future and confidence in the present. You're happy with who you are right now. You enjoy your work. You feel connected to the present, but at the same time, you feel and you trust that things are just going to get better. So you're not feeling miserable right now, nor you do not fear what's going to happen in the future. You just know everything will turn out well. This is what I call mental nirvana. But oftentimes you just cannot be mental nirvana every day because you just had a bad day or you're going through a divorce or whatever. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you learn to detach yourself from your emotions in a strategic way, that you create a separation between what you feel and what you think and what you truly are. So what you truly are can make the right decisions and operate the right behaviors irrespective of who you or how are you feeling. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, a French pilot turned novelist, said that the world opens for those who know where they are going. And I would add that those that know where they are going will let nothing interfere in their journeys, especially not their thoughts. See you in the next video.